Hello everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a very special pie. This is a little bit different than one pie. It's kind of like having two pies in one. So it is my blueberry pie and it is a blueberry custard pie. So it's very good. And like I say, it's like getting two pies in one. It's delicious. I love it this way. I like the fact that it's different than just a regular blueberry pie. So, and I will be making one of those someday too. But anyway, this one's really good. I think that you guys are going to love it. It tastes so good with the combination of the blueberries and the custard. So I hope y'all like it, and not too many ingredients. It's very good. So the first thing we have here are ingredients: the all-purpose flour. I have my sugar, buttermilk. I have some vanilla and some lemon juice. I have 1 stick of butter. Some blueberries, and I have 4 eggs. And then I have a deep dish pie crust. Deep dish. That's what I'm going to use today. So, alrighty. I think that you guys are going to love this. So, yeah. Okay, so let's get busy. Move some of this out of the way. Eggs and my blueberries. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is turn my oven on to 350. Start. Nothing's in there. Okay, so I'm going to start with my pie crust. Let me get scissors. Okay. Get this cut open. Okay. Now we only need one. Now, what I'm going to do, that's not open, is put some parchment paper in my pie crust. Just put this over the pie. Yes. Bake our pie crust some before we put our stuff in it. And I'm gonna, if you have some weights that you usually put down in the pie, some people have weights. I use beans. I use pinto beans. I'll put a few of these in here. It's going to hold the pie in place. to poof up. So I'm going to put all these in here. Yeah. Okay. And there we go. My oven's ready. So I'm going to put this in the oven and bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'll let you know how long. Okay. I'm going to check it at 15. So I'll check that at 15. Just let that bake. And now, okay, so let's see. Butter, eggs, vanilla. Okay, so our butter, I've had my butter sitting out. I want my butter to be soft. And it is quite soft. That's good. And I'm just squishing it right here. What I'll do actually is put it in here. And I'm going to use my paper here. And I'm going to squish it. Just kind of squish it in the bottom of my bowl. And that'll help it to get even softer while we sit here. We don't want to melt it or anything like that. It just needs to be real soft. Okay. I'm just pushing it around in the bowl. The thinner it is, the quicker it gets softer. Okay. And just using that paper. See? Not like that. Okay, eggs, vanilla. Eggs. I want my eggs to roll around. I love pies. Y'all know I love all kinds of pies. They're delicious. But this one's a little different. Like I say, this is like getting 2 pies in one. Delicious. Delicious, because I love having the shell in there. Okay, good. Got it out. Whisk these up a little bit. I just use a fork and whisk up my eggs. It works fine this way. We will be using a whisk in a bit. Alright, put that over there. And, okay, vanilla. We're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of our vanilla. 1½ teaspoons. Okay. 1½ teaspoons. I'm going to put it in with my eggs. And a half. One and a half teaspoon. I lost my lid. It rolled away. Yes, it did. It rolled away. Okay. Put some lemon, ½ teaspoon, ½ teaspoon of lemon juice. Whew. ½ teaspoon lemon juice. Go ahead and put this in our butter. I'm gonna shake my butter in it. Just doing it on the sides of the bowl a little bit. This is where we get to use our whisk. We're going to put 1½ cups of sugar. Double check. 1½ and half. Yeah. 1½ cups of sugar. There's half. I'm putting it in this bowl. Okay? Half a cup of sugar. And here comes another one. Okay, and 1 cup. So I have half a cup in here, and here's 1. 1½ cups of sugar. I'm going to put half a cup of my all-purpose flour. So with my all-purpose flour, I'm also going to be putting in 1 teaspoon. So I'm putting in ½ a cup of my all-purpose flour, ½ a cup, and 1 teaspoon. Okay. ½ a cup of flour and 1 teaspoon. I'm putting it in my sugar. Okay. Get it all mixed in. I'm going to check my pie crust. Okay, so put it in for 20 minutes. Bake your pie crust for 20 minutes. I just wanted to check it at 15. And right here I'm just getting our flour and our sugar mixed together real good. Now see our stuff here, our butter is still kind of a little bit in chunks, okay? That's okay, that's what we want. That's fine. It'll get all mixed in with the rest of this. And I'm going to pour little bits of this in now at a time. Just using my whisk, just stirring it up so far. I am going to beat it with the whisk. a little whisk. A bigger one might help. Might have been a little bit better. Now I still have some more sugar and flour here, but I'm going to wait just a little bit. I'm going to get this butter beat into this real good first. Whew, it's going to wear me out first. Where are you at? You can do this with the back of a spoon or whatever. I use the whisk because it helps to get the butter beaten up into littler pieces. It kind of cuts it, you know, like a knife. We want little pieces of the butter still in it. That's why. Okay, y'all, so my oven's ready. My pie crust's done. Okay, get this out. It's lightly browned. So, what I'm going to do is just put it on here. Just sit it on my rack. Just let it cool. I'm going to take these out. The paper is not hot, but the beans will be. And the crust will be. Something like that. I'll set this on my stove. Okay, so I'm just going to let this cool. Whoops, I touched the bottom of it. I'm just going to let this cool now. And just let it cool all the way down. And now we're going to add our buttermilk. And we're going to add 2/3 cup of buttermilk. One, two. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the oven back on. Let's see. Turn it to 325 now. Okay? 325. Okay. 325. And it's ready. It's still hot. All blended. All blended. Alrighty, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So, this is cooled. This is ready. And what we're going to do now is the fun part. We have some blueberries. I have a cup of blueberries here. I'm going to put these in. I'll just put them in the bottom. Just put them right in my crust. Okay. Spread them out. Now I have a few more. I have 1 1/3 cup, but I'm afraid there's not going to be room for too much more, so I'm going to put a few more just to coat the bottom of the pan a little bit. You can, when you make your crust, you can actually put it in another dish and kind of have the edges coming up so that your pie won't be so full. It's going to be extremely full, okay? I'm putting a few more. So about an overflowing cup or 1 1/4 if you feel you have room, but let's see. Let me show you how full this pie is going to be. This is going to be pretty full. And I want you to be able to get it out of the oven. Get it in and out of the oven. So anyway, there we go. Yeah. Lay them down. There we go. Now, I'm going to pour this in. Now my oven is on 325. Getting hot. See, this is extremely full. My oven, I have a problem with my oven, and it leans back. Ooh, I live in an old house, so my part of that floor is not exactly level. And if I put all of this in my pie shell, it may go over the side. So for me, I may not get to use all of this, y'all. Well, it's going over the side there. I got a little bitty bit left. But that's because of my floor. Now if y'all's, you can put, yeah, you'll be able to put yours in. And you can probably put a little bit more of the berries. Okay, I put them in. 1 1/3 berries, okay? 1 1/3 blueberries. And all of that will fit in your pie, but I'm concerned about putting it in mine, okay? So y'all can go ahead and put it in yours. It is a deep dish. This is a deep dish pie. Now if you want to put it into a glass dish, and this is something I have done before. I've put my pie crust, take it out and put it in a bigger dish and kind of squish it up the sides a little bit and crimp it your way. And I thought about doing that today. I didn't do that. I guess I should have. But this tells you guys, I know that a lot of people like to just get the pie shell, just bake it in this pie, in this metal tin thing. And I do that a lot myself. I always have. Because it's just easy. That's what we want, right? But this particular pie, if you have a pie dish, you can take that crust out and put it in here and just kind of crimp it up a little bit on the top. Make it come up a little bit higher. And you won't have this problem, okay? So if it's hard for you to get things out of the oven without them spilling, or rather putting them in the oven, that's when you spill it. So when you put it in the oven, this might help. Otherwise, leave out just a smidgen in your bowl here, okay? That's up to you. That's up to you. This works. And if I wasn't concerned, I'd go ahead and pour that in. I'm really concerned about my oven. Now, when I put this in, I'm putting a cookie sheet underneath too, because my oven is probably going to leak out a little bit, and I don't want to clean the bottom of that oven. Do you? I know you don't want to either. So I'm putting a cookie sheet under it, and it'll catch anything that might happen to flow over. Okay? Just a little hint there. I'm sure y'all don't want to clean your oven either. So, yeah, I'm going to stick this in the oven now. It's on 325, and we're going to leave it in there close to an hour. I will check it and I will tell you exactly how long I cook it. Okay? I'll see when I get this in the oven if I've got room for this little bitty bit. But I want to get it in the oven first. Okay. And I'm going to put my cookie sheet in first. Because this is so full. You can use one like this, or you can, use whatever you've got. But sometimes these things like to bend. And then your pie's going to flip and make a big old mess. If you have a cookie sheet or something that doesn't bend when it gets hot, it's great. That is great. My oven likes to go kind of down a little bit in the back, so I'm putting this rim on the back. I don't want it to make a mess. Put that in. Okay, wish me luck. Ooh-wee. Oh, it's so pretty. Well, no, I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Alrighty, so y'all just decide, if you think it might go over in your oven. Since mine does have that, where it doesn't quite sit level, it's not going to work for me. You guys, if your oven sit level, you can pour all that in there, okay? Another little hint, anybody that has issues, and yeah. Because I don't want y'all to have no problems. I want you to make your pie. I want it to turn out perfect. I want you to enjoy it and love it. And I don't want you to have a big mess to clean up in your oven. Yeah. So, I'm going to let that bake close to an hour. Probably about 50 minutes to an hour. I will check it and I'll tell you exactly how long, okay? So, yeah. 325 degrees, 325 degrees, and I'll be back. Yeah. Hey everybody, I wanted to make sure that I told you about, I was talking about how to put the cookie sheet underneath of your pie. So what you need to do is put your pie on top of one shelf in the oven. Put your cookie sheet underneath on the next shelf down. Okay, so your pie is on this shelf and your cookie sheet is on the next shelf down. And I want to make sure to tell you that because the cookie sheet can buckle. If you put it right underneath of your pie, it can buckle, and then your pie is going to spill. So make sure to put it on the next one down. It'll still help with leaks or anything that happen, but at least it won't move your pie, which is what I definitely need. And for this particular pie, since it's so full, and I want to make sure I told y'all that. So yeah, that's important. So another good hint. I don't want to leave them out. They can be really important to somebody. So I wish I had been told things like that back in time. It would have helped me a lot. So anyway, I'll be back, okay? Ready, y'all? My pie is done. Okay. Oh yeah, it's totally done. Yeah, it's not jiggly, not real jiggly inside, so I know it's done. Alright, alright. Okay, now I'm going to get my cooling rack, cookie rack. Okay, I got my cooling rack. Oh my gosh. And it's done. I mean, it's not even jiggling. I put it in for 50 minutes and then I put it in for another 10. So mine baked for an hour, okay? Yeah. So, put it in for 50 minutes and then check it and see if that's the way that you like it. Mine is not jiggly. Yeah. So, look at it at 50 minutes, and if you want, put it back in for another 10 and bake it for 60 minutes. This is perfect. But even at 50, it was probably done. I do mine a little bit more. So anyway, it might have been done at 50 or 60. It's kind of up to your liking. So yeah, I'm going to let this cool. Just let it sit right here and let it cool down. Actually, I got to show this to y'all closer. Look at that. See if I can see. It's done. It's plenty done. And I'm going to let it cool off and then I will cut into it. Get me a bite and show y'all how pretty and good it looks inside. And tell y'all how good it tastes. I like to give y'all a bite. Yum! So anyway, let's give it, it's got to cool. It still needs to really cool. I'm going to give it a couple of hours to cool. I always do. I always give my pies a couple of hours if I can. So yeah, and then we're going to dig into it, y'all. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Yay! So I'll be back, alrighty? Hey everybody. So our pie is ready. It has sat for about 4.5 hours and cooled way down. It's perfect. I put it on here and I'm going to cut me some and put me some Cool Whip on it. So, yes. Oh, it looks so good. Y'all, this looks so good. So good. Yeah, I hope y'all can see that really good. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm going to cut into this. Yum. Yum. Y'all know I love it. So, yum. Okay. Cut me a piece. It's a sharp knife. I might should use a different knife. Anyway, this is going to be so good. It's a regular knife now. My blueberry is trying to move. Oh, man. It's going to be so good. under it. The first piece is always the hardest to get out. You know? It's always the hardest. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Yum. It's perfect. Absolutely beautiful. Yummy. Oh, I'm very pleased. I am so pleased. That looks good. Oops, looky there. That blueberry back up there. Blueberry. There we go. Oops. Anyway, look at them. Yum. Look. Yum. My blueberries falling down. There we go. Blueberries. And this is so tasty. I know it's good. Oh man. My blueberry pie. Yay. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Get that off of here. There we go. Very pleased. Okay, now. I cannot wait for you guys to try this blueberry pie. This is good. This is so good. Yum. I'm going to put me some Cool Whip on mine. You can use the spray topping or just eat it like this, whatever way you want. This pie is delicious, y'all. Just like that. Just like that. It's very good. I'm just going to put a little spoon on it. So yeah. I'm very proud. I hope that you guys like this. I hope you do. It's a very good pie. It's not very hard to make. So I'm going to get me a little spoon. Get me some of this. I'm just going to put a little dollop on top of it. Put me a little dollop on top. There we go. A little bit. Okay. Yeah. Woohoo! Yum, yum. I'm gonna dig in. Oh yeah. Let's see. Find my fork. I got my fork and the Cool Whip. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my. Y'all, this pie's wonderful. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it. That looks so good, don't it? You guys got to go home and make you some. You got to make it. It tastes so good. And I get to keep me some now. I've had it before. It is a wonderful pie. Yum. Look at that. Mmm. 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 Creamy. Mmm. It's a little lemony. And blueberries and lemon go really good together. Just a touch of lemon. Not much. Just a touch. Oh my goodness. Together, the blueberry and this lemony kind of custardy pie. Mmm. Mm-hmm. God helped me make another good one. Yes, He did. And I didn't pray. Our Father in heaven, I want to thank you for helping me make another good dish. I want to thank you for guiding me and blessing me and taking care of me and my family and all my loved ones. Father, I want to thank you for my viewers and subscribers and everybody that watches, and I hope that they like and make some of these delicious foods and everything that I make, pies and other stuff. Father, I pray that you bless all of them and help them when they're making things, and just be with all of us, Father. Bless us and help us to nourish our bodies and help us to stay in your will for our lives. Thank you, Father, for everything. Thank you for your Son. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. I forgot. I try to always give thanks for everything that I make, because I know that all the talents and everything is what He gives me. He gives me the ability to make these foods, to do these shows. He helps me a lot, and I am so grateful. So yeah, I want to always give thanks. Oh my. Cool Whip. Got a little touch of everything. Blueberry, the pie part, and the Cool Whip. I know that my camera gets a little blurry when I'm up real close, but I hope you guys can see that. Oh, I hope you can. This is so tasty. I have a big old countertop in front of me, between us. But yeah, oh, this is tasty. It's creamy, but it's solid. See, it's a solid, good solid enough piece. It's creamy. Now, it's not custard. It's not chess. It's not lemon meringue. It's not like any of them. It is its own different texture here. This is so good. It's so good. I really don't know how to explain it. Oh, it's so good. That cream, it turned out absolutely perfect. I baked mine for an hour, okay? 60 minutes. I baked mine for 60 minutes. Make sure that you put the weights, the parchment paper and the weights into your pie crust and bake it. Make sure you do that. If you don't, this pie is going to come up out of your crust. Okay, it's going to come up out of the shell anyway. Okay, it's going to try to. If you watch it, it will do that. Now, make sure that you bake it with the weights in it. Okay, I'm new to that. I didn't used to do all that, but I have with this one, and I know because I found out that this one it'll come up out of the. It'll come up, it'll come up, and then you might lose your berries. But I've had it come up. It comes up, and you don't want the crust on the bottom of the pie to come up in the middle of it. Okay, very important that you put that parchment paper in it and the weights. Okay, and bake it like that for 20 minutes, okay, like I did. Make sure you do that. I don't want y'all to have any problems. And yeah, just do everything just like I did. And yeah, simple ingredients, and it works out really good. This is so good. It's that good. This is a treat. Yeah, you could get that at the restaurant. You'd probably pay $5 for it, $6. Yeah, you can make it home. Have your own for your whole family. Or go back and get you some as often as you like. And put a touch of that Cool Whip on there. I'm liking this with Cool Whip, not the whipped topping. I've been putting whipped topping on a lot of mine, and my whipped topping just melts and it doesn't have as much flavor. But it's sure better than nothing. I do like a little bit of topping of some kind on a lot of my pies, but the whipped topping's okay to have something. In the can, the spray, that I usually use, I like Cool Whip even better. It's better. It tastes better. It has more flavor and it goes really good with my foods. But this pie, this one, use Cool Whip. Use Cool Whip. It's better. There you go. Don't smother your whole pie. This one, you want a little bit because you really want to taste those blueberries and this, the pie stuff in it. Like I said, it's not really custard. It's not really custard at all. It's not. Oh, it's just good. I mean, it's similar, but it's not a custard. It's just good. It's creamy, it's solid, when you make it, you'll find out. It's easy, so you guys can do this one. You can do this one. I almost put it in a homemade pie crust. But I figured there was enough to do. I'd keep it simple. And some of my pies, I will make some homemade pie crusts. I want to do that on some of them. And I will probably just put I'll probably just do a video of just a pie crust. One for the regular size, and I will do one for the deep dish size. Because you're going to have recipes that call for either one. And if you would like to make your own pie crust, just look at those. Follow my directions on them. And y'all can make you some homemade pie crusts, put them in the freezer, have them ready. Yeah. Oops. So good. This one, the blueberries are refreshing. The filling is a little bit lemony, a little bit buttery. It's not real sweet. It's like a lot of my pies, just sweet enough. It's really good. I don't really care for pies to be too terribly sweet. I want them to have, be sweet, but not too much. And I want them to be where you can eat them and really enjoy them, not be overpowering with sugar. They have enough sugar in them, but you don't need to make them too overpowering. And I like tasting the food, tasting the lemony in it, and the blueberry, and the refreshingness of it. And yeah, y'all will love this. Oh, I'm so glad that I made this one. I know you guys will love it. I hope that you guys try it. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. And give me a thumbs up if you like it. Leave me a comment. Subscribe to my channel. I love that. I love that. And because I really do appreciate you guys watching these videos, especially all the way through. Some of my videos I'm doing a little bit faster than I'm trying to not make them be too long, but I want to get everything in and be able to tell y'all stuff. And sometimes I'll remember something later on, in the video to tell y'all that's important, and you know, try to emphasize on what's really important and what y'all need to know. And so when you watch it all the way through, you're going to learn a little bit more. You know, now some of y'all know how to bake and do everything, and that's wonderful. But if I can tell you one thing that helps, then that's great. I love that. So I hope that I helped somebody. Anyway, subscribe to my channel and you'll get notifications to everything that I make. I make soups, salads, vegetables, main dishes, breads, pies, everything I can think of. I'm making everything you can think of. I really am. And I hope that you guys like them. And I'll be putting out a whole lot more of them. And thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah. I hope y'all like it. Yum. Yum. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. As always, bye.